Where you gone?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. It's week 35 of our Premier League rundown, powered by Pinnacle. We've got Flash and we've got Nigel. The team is back. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Nice and refreshed after my last week.
It's all very good. All very good. Look, we've got Donald Trump over there in Flash with his hat on. He's looking very Trump-esque. He's obviously been on the golf course today and trying to make betting great again.
Is that where you've been? You've been on the golf course. I was going to wonder where that. What's the hat from?
Oh, this is a Wentworth caddy hat.
Yeah,
it's because I like to caddy because I'm not as good. I'm a better caddy than I'm a player.
Yeah, but you caddied at that tournament about 2 years ago. You still wear that cap every day.
No, I actually caddy in that tournament every year.
Yeah, but like
you get a new cap every year.
So what was that one? Last year's?
No, yeah, this was last year's one. Yeah.
Why are you
I'll get a
wearing
new one in about 3 weeks.
But why are you wearing it?
Well, because the sun was baking today, and unlike you,
he's proud of his hats and his
achievement,
so he's wearing the hat. Listen, talking about hats, let's talk about hair. You guys kindly threw in your photos. I'm going to try and bring these up one at a time. Who do we want to start with? Let's start with, this is the first one actually that I was sent. Oh, I'm going to say, wait. So this one, it's in black and white. I hope it's not showing your age.
That's definitely Flash. That's definitely Flash.
It's in black and white. It's quite small though. Right, here we go.
What's that?
That's Flash running, playing football. So you can't really see the hair. You were supposed to show hair.
Oh, okay.
So here we go. This is the youngest. I think he was 16 on this one.
I can't see that.
That's Flash at 16. With his blonde hair. And then here we go. This one's in colour.
Oh, that'd be me.
A bit older. There he is. So there's
Panini. That's sticker 1986. Sticker 1986, that Flash.
96.
86.
All right. And then here we go. This is what, if anybody's wondering what Nigel looks like or looked like with hair. Here he is.
Look at that. What a good-looking lad that is. Take that.
It looks like Ian Oldley.
Look at that mop of hair. There he
take
is.
That, mate. That was
Ginger Ninja.
There he is.
That's Ginger.
There is a bit of ginger actually in that, I have to say.
No wonder you shaved it off.
Strawberry blonde. Strawberry blonde.
Yeah, no wonder you shaved it off.
All right, listen, and then finally the results. Now, guys, you've got to keep up. Have you seen my record? So I'm in the lead. I've got 26.7 units of profit with a return on investment of 138.8%. My accuracy level is 71%. 71% accurate. Then we
Flash is going to run the totals next year.
I'm going to give you the logins because I want you guys to put your own bets in because it takes more time for me to put everyone's in.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but you put your results in on Monday. Natalie puts her results in on Monday morning.
No.
The thing is, I must say though, Natalie, looking at that, mine's over 100% return of interest. There's no bank in the world you could get that from, so I'm hardly like gutted.
No, it's an ROI, so it's like a 4.4%. So it's minus. So it's like anything below 100 is negative. Anything above 100 is positive. So Flash, you have an accuracy of 41.3%. So your accuracy is the least. But you've got a profit of 3. Units.
Yeah, I've got to bring this whole thing into quandary when I'm busting out 4s and 5s every week. You have a look at my price average 3.17.
Yeah, but your accuracy is 41.3. My average price is 1.95, but my accuracy is 71%. That's what gives me 26.7 units of profit. It's all right, Flash, but I'm here to help.
It's not good, mate.
I'm here to help. Just listen to me, Flash, and you'll be all right.
That's why he's wearing that cap from 1996 when he caddied once. That's why he's wearing that cap, because then results like that.
It's all right, Flash. Just listen to me.
I'd keep my head down if I was you. Never even got to you.
All right, guys, listen.
Nigel's been saving all these tips for his other sites.
Well, Nigel actually sent me his tips from last week, so I did put those ones in. Which actually, I think he had quite a good. He did have a quite good week. I think it was 5
1 out
wins,
of
2.
7.
Yeah, and I sent them
I think
to
it's
Nat on
5
Monday morning. I sent them to her on Monday morning after the results, and I said, Nat, there's the score. 20 quid in your pocket. Make sure they go up and beat Flash. So I said.
Well, a good thing is, I obviously wasn't on last week, but personally, I did Crystal Palace away at Liverpool, which was very
we can
good.
all say that. We can all say that.
Yeah, I know
No,
that's
I did actually-
well, Flash said
I
that
did
on
actually-
Monday. I was like, you can't say that
I did
now.
actually type it. Okay,
If
you can't
you
put them
showed
in.
me a bet slip, then I'll put it in. Or
Okay.
some form of
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh,
It has your name on it.
absolutely.
Really? Okay,
And I'll
cool.
tell you what else I did. I did Crystal Palace. I did Chelsea after 70 minutes at 4.5. And I did Tottenham last night in the 70th minute at 23-20. So that was, it's been great.
Oh.
Well, all right. Bet slips with
After
your
the
name
event,
on
after the event.
will be added in.
Oh, that's great. What about Frank
Okay.
Stapleton as the first goal scorer?
All right, guys, listen, let's crack on. Let's kick it off. So Southampton versus Hull. All these odds are with Pinnacle. Saints 1.67, draw for Hull 5.75. Was thinking about a Saints win here, but it's a little bit low, 1.67. Nigel, start us off.
Yeah, I think Southampton got goals in them now. Their players are returning back from injury. They put in a good performance against Chelsea. They scored 2 in that game. Hull, we know, fantastic at home. Away from home, not so good. And this comes to the side where I think you get a little bit of value on the bookies thinking that teams have got nothing to play for and teams who have things to play for. Obviously, Hull have got a lot to play for in Premier League survival and Southampton haven't. If this game was played 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, Southampton would probably be closer to 1.5. They're 1.7 over in the Newcastle, 1.7 this morning. I think that's a good price for Southampton. I think they've got goals in them. Hull haven't got goals away from home. I think if Hull can win their home games, they have been doing, they may have given themselves a chance of staying up. But away from home, they haven't won under the new manager. And I think Southampton win this, even at the short price, 1.7. Bit of value for me. Southampton to win.
Southampton to win. Yeah, I do like that bet. What are you going for, Flash?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I've never heard you say that 1.67 was too low. That would have been your highest one of the year.
For me?
Flash, you give low bets.
No, not you, Nige. Not you.
Right.
Not you. Get back in your box. She knows who I'm talking about. Southampton -1, 2.25. I think that, yes, they've got goals in them. They're quite sound, even though they got beat and let in 4 against Chelsea. But Southampton got good attitude throughout the side. Gabbiadini's sharp. He's playing Buffon at the moment as well, who I think I've got him down as being a bit of a homer. So I think he's got to produce, otherwise he could.
What's a homer? What's a homer, Flash?
A homer is a player that will only play his best football in front of a home crowd.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right, okay.
That makes sense.
So you learn something new every day.
I thought you were giving us a big secret into the football world.
Sorry?
I said we do learn something new with you every day, Flash. I'm just looking at the things though.
Every week.
You've got the wrong odds there because I'm actually taking Saints -1, but mine is with the Asian handicap, and mine is 2.2. So if yours to be 2.25, because I know you're paying European, which is
so it's probably 2.45.
It's 2.67, hun. So
Oh, well done.
why you're losing because you're now giving the wrong odds.
I told you I don't for charity.
So that's all right, Flash. I'm helping you out here. 2.67,
Okay,
and you get that with Bet365.
Thank you very much. Southampton home win -1.
Keeping it all fair and square, Flash. That's what I'm doing. So there we go. We're on the same bet there. So Stoke versus West Ham. Stoke 2.15, West Ham 3.5, draw 3.6. Both teams in poor form. Both teams little to play for. So I'm going to go back to you, Nigel, on this one, because you were saying that sometimes bookies underestimate teams with little to play for. Both of these teams have little to play for. So what do you think the possible outcome is going to be?
Yeah, I do worry about Flash at his age with the computer trying to read them prices, the Asian handicap. I do feel a bit sorry for him. But anyway, Stoke v West Ham. I think this is a very tricky one to call. I was going to give it a swerve. Look at it. I've just made me laugh. I think it's Stoke. I think with home advantage, I think Stoke will probably get something from this. West Ham still looking over their shoulder, relegation battle. Obviously, there's loads of problems off the pitch at West Ham with HMRC raiding the office at the moment with them and Newcastle under some sort of investigation. So that's not going to be great preparation for this game. Stoke, I think, will want to go a little bit of a high in front of the home fans. I think Stoke will win this 2.15. That's 2.15 Flash.
Yeah, I'm going as well for the Stoke win, I have to say, although a little bit like sceptical, so they have had a bad run, but West Ham really don't travel well. I think we've seen that in results. Obviously 2-1 loss at Hull, 2-2 draw at Sunderland. So I'm going to take a stab there and go for the great odds, Flash, of 2.15. What are you going for, Flash?
Yeah, I'm going to make it a full house. I'm going Stoke as well, definitely. I've been obviously a Stoke fan, and they've let us down. Although I say let us down, we've picked up on them a few times, and they've let us down maybe late on. But for me, I think they'll be too strong. Their attitude will be far too workmanlike for West Ham. So I'll just say Stoke, definitely, 3 of us.
There we go. 3 of us. Stoke win. Nice. Sunderland versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth 2.45. Draw. Sunderland 3. Draw 3.4. We just finished the best bet show, and Martin was going for the Bournemouth win. Anybody going for the Bournemouth win here?
Yeah, I am.
You're going for the Bournemouth win?
Well.
Yeah, I am definitely. Yeah, Sunderland.
Okay.
Sunderland are hopeless. Bournemouth, they shift the ball quickly. They've come of age, a lot of their players. I mean, I've seen a lot of their players over the years, and you had a question mark whether they could actually do it in the Premiership or the Premier League, and they've done really, really well. And the one thing is that even when they've got beat, they've still been in the game, they've still been a match, and they've scored goals. Sunderland, for me, finished down, looking at the Championship already.
Right, just got to read a comment here because this is really funny. This show reminds me of Grumpy Pundits on Sirius with Nigel and Flash.
Grumpy?
We'll rename the show.
I'm never grumpy.
Pundits.
I'm never grumpy. I'm always happy.
That's really funny.
Okay. I think they must look like those 2 guys from the Muppets. What they call the 2 guys used to say in where they go. This show's rubbish. Used to say all the time. I can't remember the names.
Something and Waldorf, wasn't it? Something and Waldorf.
That's it. That's me. And you, that's me and you, Flash.
Yeah, I'm the happy one.
Yeah, you're the older one.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to go for the Bournemouth win as well, there, Nigel?
Yeah, I am. I think Sunderland are a team absolutely hopeless. The manager's got no idea. I mean, the club is run. It's a toxic club from top to bottom, off the field as well as on the field. Players go there, they don't perform. They've been punched above their weight for years and years and years. They've been found out now, and I think that they know they're down. There's apart from Jermaine Defoe, they've only got 1 quality player, and I think Bournemouth go there, pass the ball around, and beat them. I think they're beaten convincingly. And again, this is a price that's been priced up again because Sunderland need to win, but they haven't won hardly any games in the Premier League, and that's why they're in the position they are. So Bournemouth for me all the way.
All right, I was going to pass on this one, but considering that there's now 3 of you going, I'm going to go because I like the odds. Bournemouth to win, 2.45, going to take a stab.
Now we're getting to it. That's why you're top, because you pick our winners and dodge our losers.
But you haven't been winning. How am I picking your winners?
Of course.
You've got to give me winners for me to pick them. No,
okay.
You've got all of my bets. They're all different than your ones. And don't forget,
well,
mine are lower odds, aren't they?
Yeah, but actually,
and a lot of the time, actually, Flash, I've gone against you when it's been like derbies and things. Like I've gone against you. You've gone for a draw, or you've gone for something different that I've gone. I've always gone different than you, Flash. That's where you've gone wrong.
Natalie
when I follow you, that's where you should be doing good.
You have a massive advantage, and this is the big advantage you have, and this is why you're top of the leaderboard, is because you're very clever, Natalie, because everyone has to email your bets, and Flash obviously emails his bets to you, and you just do exactly the opposite to what he's got. And that is a huge advantage that you've got over everybody else. Now, if I had that mark, that is a mark that is worth an lot of money. If you got Flash's tips the day before and he did exactly the opposite, it's the first way to make the percentage. That's why you're top of leaderboard, and you're being very clever.
And the other thing I'd say, I know he's got a point, you know, but the thing that Nigel's got to worry about is we've got a punter that actually sits in the cupboard, and whoever's bottom at the end of the season, they have to go in the cupboard, and the new one comes back out.
Yeah. We'll find out.
Nigel's in line for the cupboard.
No, exactly. there'll be a baseball cap at the bottom of that cupboard, I guarantee you.
All right, full house. Bournemouth win along with Martin there. West Brom versus Leicester. West Brom 2.4, Leicester 2.9, draw 3.5. Flash, let's start with you.
I'm worried about West Brom. They everything about their DNA says that they're strong and they get the job done. But for me, they've achieved so much so early that they haven't got anything at all in the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks. And I've got to look at them and say, maybe the way to go here is maybe both teams to score. So, and over 2.5. So whatever's the best odds, over 2.5 or both teams to score.
Are you? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going actually for under 2.5 goals. Just doing what Nigel said. It got your email.
See exactly what
your email. He's over the over. Right. Yeah, mine's the under 2.5.
I'll definitely go.
Exactly.
I'll go over. Yeah.
What an advantage you have.
Yeah, although actually Flash doesn't email me his tips, I have to say.
He sends them by bottle. I know it's the age. It's the age.
But he doesn't. Yeah, I was
the email will never.
West Brom have obviously been on a bad run. They failed to score against the likes of Saints and Watford, and I think also Leicester from their Arsenal match. I think they're going to be really fatigued, and I think that their chances of scoring are going to be low as well. I think it's going to be under 2.5 goals at odds. The grand old odds of 2, Flash. There we go. So I'm going for the unders. Nigel,
you won't sleep on Friday night.
Well, now the thing is, if I had the advantage, I'd be all over unders, but I didn't have that game. But the thing is, I actually think this is a very tough game to call. Two sides that you so inconsistent, so in and out, and this is my only no bet of the week. No bet for me at all. It could, and it shows you one of you's gone for over, one of you's gone for under. You can make a case for a 2-2 draw. You can make a case for a 0-0 draw. Not for me. I'm not going to have a bet in this game.
Yeah, sometimes the best bet is a no bet. Crystal Palace versus Burnley. Crystal Palace 1.83, draw 3.5, Burnley 5. I've been really impressed with Crystal Palace. I think at home, playing a team that do not travel well at all. I think fantastic price 1.83. They've beaten the likes of Liverpool, Arsenal. Crystal Palace for me 1.83.
This is my nap of the weekend. Crystal Palace to win this 1.83. I think Sam Allardyce is really getting the playing well. Like the wins you've just said, I thought they played really well against Tottenham as well. Tottenham just grinded out the extra bit of fitness that the Pochettino sides have. At home, they're a match for anyone. Burnley have really got to look over their shoulder at the moment, their relegation battle. They could get sucked into this, really in trouble. And they seem to think they were being safe. And all of a sudden, if Swansea and Hull keep winning, they're in big, big trouble here. We've said all season how good they are at home. They're atrocious away from home. Joey Barton suspended for 18 months for the betting allegations that have been laid against him. Burnley just don't have any goals in them. And Palace, for me here, 1.83 is the best bet in the Premier League this weekend.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Flash has got to say. Flash, do you think that's the best bet?
No, I certainly think it's probably one of them. I mean, obviously, I put Crystal Palace on your radars and then let us down against Southampton away. I mean, they've really, really given us some great odds this year. Yeah, I think that they probably could win to nil, or so that brings in the -1. So I'd go with Crystal Palace -1.
Yeah, have you got the odds for those ones, or have I got to look for those? Have you got the odds?
No, yes, 2.85.
It's what? Sorry,
2.85.
2.85, and you're still doing. Why don't you do it? Crystal Palace -1.5 is 3.1. If you just do the -1,
yeah,
it's like trying to tell your granddad how to work the internet. This is what this is like. This is like, you know, when your granddad very first got his first video recorder and he didn't have a clue how it worked. It's like, this is what it's like.
The only thing, Nigel, as far as technical problems as far as getting you on this show, I would say you have caused the most problems. So I would say the pot calling the kettle black here. Getting your earphones, your sound quality, your image is all still in the square. At least Flash.
There's nothing wrong about there's nothing wrong about my image. The minute I stand up with a baseball cap like Donald Trump, you can never get about my image.
The thing is though, now I never quote a price over what it is.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Crystal Palace -1.5. Why don't you go for -1? There's still great odds here. Bet365 is offering it at 2.38. So if they only win by 1 goal, you get your money back.
Oh, no. I want them to win by 2 goals.
Okay. All right.
I want to pull further away.
It's your money.
I want to pull further away from that person in third.
He wants to be in that cupboard.
Okay.
He likes being in the cupboard, Flash does.
I can imagine flashlights being in the cupboard. Okay, Everton. What have we got? Manchester United versus Swansea. Man United 1.36, draw 5, Swansea 8.5. Obviously, Manchester United currently embroiled in a match against Man City. So how they will come from that, it'll be tough to know. But Flash, what are you going for?
Yeah, Man United -1. I think they could win this 3-0. I haven't got the odds for that game. So if you can help me out there, please, that would be great.
I can. What is your bet?
Manchester United -1.
Oh, Manchester United -1. I will find out now. Manchester United, but you know what? They've not got. Oh, hang on a second. I'm looking at the Manchester United -1 is, and that's still -1.5 on the Asian handicap.
Yeah, that's good enough.
We've moved on nowadays, Flash. We're in Asian handicap, a bit like from pounds and from the shillings and tuppence and stuff. We've moved.
That's what he wants. He wants sixpence. He wants sixpence on +1 on the European handicap line.
On Manchester United -1.5 is the bet that what you meant.
Yes, please.
Bet365 offers it at 2.1.
There you go.
There we go. All right, so you're going for Manchester United -1. Not a bad bet at all, because I don't think that Swansea can score here. What are you going for, Nigel?
Well, I'm a similar kind of position here. I don't think Swansea will score. I think Manchester United are so defensively strong. All their games at the moment are under 2.5 goals. The game at the moment is 0-0 with Manchester United and Man City. I thought that was a draw all day long. It suited both sides. Man United have got to go and win this game to get that Champions League place. Obviously, they've got the Europa League as well. But I just think Swansea don't score. Swansea are very good at home, not so great away from home. I like Manchester United to win to 0 here, which is 2.25. So we're all in a similar agreement with different sort of bets. Man United to win to 0 for me is my bet.
Yeah, well, I've got a very similar bet as well. Mine is Manchester United and the under 3.5 goals. You can get that 2.1. So all around the same price. I don't think that Manchester United can score any more than 3 goals. I would have played actually the under 2.5 goals, which is 2.1. But I thought there was a bit more value there. Man United and the under 3.5 goals. You can actually play as well Manchester United and the under 4.5 goals, which is 1.6 if you wanted to add that to a parlay, because I don't think Manchester United are beating Swansea 4-0, since you don't see them score 4 goals in one match. So that could be a bet, but it's not mine, Flash. Mine is
no. That's too high for you. That mine's too high.
2.1. Okay, Everton versus Chelsea. Chelsea 2.1, Everton 3.6, draw 3.7. Anybody playing the outrights?
No, not for me.
No, me.
No. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, I'm not playing the outrights either. It's a must-win for both, though. Have you got a bet here, Flash?
Yeah, I've got both teams to score. I think that's an absolute moral that they will both score. I mean, I am tempted, and I may play Everton in play. It's a really tough one, because I know that years gone by, it's such a tough place to go with Everton. But Chelsea, they're a machine. They really are. I've just got to go both teams to score.
Yeah, I'm actually going for both teams to score, but I'm thinking maybe both teams to score now. Just to prove my point, both teams to score, if you can see that, 1.75.
Yes.
So I'm not just copying you right now. Both teams to score. Everton have a very strong attack, I think, at home. Even though Chelsea do have a strong defence on paper, I think they've been letting goals in, and I think both teams to score is a great bet. 1.75. What are you going for, Nigel?
A similar thing. I'm going for goals. I'm going to go for over 2.5 goals, because it's a little bit better price. 1.83 over 2.5 goals. 38 goals scored in the last 10 Everton matches. So they're averaging 3.8 goals per home. 9 of the last 10 Everton home matches have been over 2.5 goals. 8 of the last Chelsea games, both teams have scored. 8 of the last Chelsea matches over 2.5 goals. Last season, 3-1 this fixture. The season before, 3-6. Chelsea won 5-0 at home already this season, and 3-3 in the fixture last season. So goals all the way for me.
All right, expecting a goal fest there. Middlesbrough versus Man City. Man City 1.3, draw 5.5, and Middlesbrough 13. Middlesbrough pretty much waving goodbye to the Premier League season. I think Manchester City are going to come and are going to win it in style. I'm doing Man City minus 1.5 here, 1.85. I don't think that Middlesbrough can score. And actually, Man City are better scoring on the road this season. So it's Man City minus 1.5. Flash, have you got a similar? I'm guessing you've got a similar bet.
Yeah, identical. I can't have Middlesbrough. The only downside I've got is whether Middlesbrough are going to get a goal from a set piece, because they are susceptible, Man City, for letting a goal in. But then I can see them winning 3-1. So yeah, I've got to go with Man City to win the game, because I like Nigel, and I don't want to tempt fate here. I am actually on the draw tonight with Man United and Man City. So I don't want to hex that, and I think that Man City will definitely have to win come Saturday. So yeah, I'm going to go the same as you, Man City minus 1.5.
Okay, 1.85. What are you going for, Nigel?
Exactly the same bet. Man City minus 1.5, 1.85. I think Middlesbrough are a very poor side. They struggled to beat Sunderland, really. 1-0 is a terrible game. Those two sides are the worst two sides in the Premier League. If they do get their point here, Man City, they've got to win the game. Because Liverpool will be closing the gap on them. And I think they will. I think they'll win by at least 2 goals. Man City minus 1.5 at 1.85.
There we go. Tottenham versus Arsenal. Big match of the weekend. Tottenham 1.91, draw 3.8, Arsenal 4. You are an Arsenal fan, Nigel. Do you think they can get the job done at odds of 4?
I think it's a big price. And if you asked me the question 2 or 3 years ago, I'd say that Tottenham would bottle this, no problem, and Arsenal would win it. Arsenal always seem to have the Indian sign over them. They always get the better. But this Tottenham side impresses me every week. They can win, they can score goals and win games. They can grind 1-0s out, and they're getting better and better under a manager who I believe is the best manager in the Premier League bar none. So I think it's a very, very important game, because this is the last game at White Hart Lane between these two arch rivals. So it's going to be Arsenal would really want to win there. I find it very difficult to have a view. I think the prices on the match markets are bang right, but very similar to the Chelsea game. I just think there's goals in the game. I mean, if you look at it, the last time Tottenham unbeaten at home this season, 10 of the last 12 Tottenham matches over 2.5 goals, 9 of the last 10 at White Hart Lane over 2.5 games. 9 of the last 10 Arsenal matches over 2.5 goals, 14 of the last 15 Arsenal matches over 2.5 goals, and 9 of the last 10 meetings between these two sides at White Hart Lane have been over 2.5 goals. So over 2.5 goals for me, it's probably the shortest tip I'm going to give at 1.62. But I think this will be end to end. Arsenal will be up to they need the result. Tottenham need the result, and this will be goals galore.
Yeah, I was actually leaning towards the under, to be honest, in this game. I really saw, Tottenham got a very strong defence. And I think Arsenal were playing very defensively midweek. But I'm actually taking the straight Tottenham win at home. It is a must-win for them. Like you said, it's a
must-win for Arsenal as well, though, Tat. It's a must-win for Arsenal as well, Matt. They need the win. They need the win.
It is. It's playing for that top 6 finish. They were struggling sort of mid to late season, but I don't know. I think Tottenham will get the job done. But I think it will just be a goal that nicks it. Flash, what do you like?
Can't go against Spurs. They are men of steel. You match them up, or find one player outside Alexis Sanchez that would get into this Tottenham side. The defence doesn't let goals. I think it's letting 22 goals all season. I think that you talk about the London derby, and I would always favour Arsenal because they know what it's all about. This side, I don't think they actually understand the Arsenal way. You can only go with Tottenham. I can only see Tottenham winning. And it comes down to that midfield battle. Well, Arsenal's midfield is made of paper. So I've got to go with the strength of Tottenham.
Bit nervous now about my Tottenham bet, I have to say, considering you're going for it. Felt a bit more confident if you're going for Arsenal win. But,
obviously, because I know nothing.
All right. Watford versus Liverpool. Liverpool 1.57, draw 4.5, Watford 6. I have to say, there's sort of value in that Watford side. Liverpool played badly against poor teams, but this is my no bet. Here, I have to say, just a bit nervous about what Liverpool will turn up against the Watford side. What are you going for, Flash?
I'm going for under 2.5 goals. I think this is so drab, this game. I think it might be a little bit like the West Brom Liverpool game where they just got the 1 goal. So, I mean, I'm just going to go really dry, under 2.5 goals. And if you I wouldn't rush home to watch it, you know.
Yeah, I know, and it's a shame because it's a Monday match, isn't it? So you always kind of want that fixture to be exciting, but yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
might go out for a Persian.
for a Persian? That you're out for a Persian last time I was speaking to you. That seems to be your like food of choice is a Persian.
Who said anything about food?
What do you go for, Nigel?
I'm not going for Persian. That's certainty. Not after Flash anyway.
He's into Spanish at the moment.
Yeah, I'll tappers. I'm having some tappers.
Paella.
Watford v Liverpool. I think this is. I think it's a tricky game, like you said. Now I really do, but I think Liverpool let you down so many times. Though you know we could make a case for Liverpool and just look silly like we do each week in week out. Watford, I just can't. You know, I could sit here and give you a reason why I fancy Watford, but I don't really know myself. So but I think the prices look wrong, and I think Watford +1 here at 193 could be a bet. If Liverpool win it, they're going to win it by 1, I believe, and you get your money back. So I'm going to take Watford +1 goal at 193. You might even get the 0-0 and cop your money. But I just think the price of Liverpool are wrong every single week. I'm still not convinced by this side. I still don't think they'll make Champions League. I think Manchester United, Man City, Chelsea and Tottenham will pit them to it. And I think the market gets it wrong every week with them. And they've still got injuries, no goal scoring. Who's their centre forward? They've got no goals in the side. So Watford +1 for me at 1.93.
Okay, yeah, not bad actually. I think the prices are wrong. I think there's definitely value in Watford at home, but yeah, I'm not playing that one. All right, Nat and Aka, Flash, what's yours?
I'm going to go for Stoke to win, and my double will be Stoke and Everton and Chelsea to both score.
Both score. Okay, what about you, Nigel?
My nap is Crystal Palace to beat Burnley at 1.85, I think it is. And I'm just going to go for just a double for me. I'm going to go for Palace to win. And I'm going to go for over 2.5 goals in the Everton v Chelsea match.
Okay, I'm going to go Crystal Palace is my nap, and I'm going Crystal Palace and Manchester United as my Aka bet or my parlay bet. All right, guys, that wraps things up. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, Nigel, Flash, thank you for your tips, and I'll see you next week.
Take care.